And you shouldn't fight at home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? If you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the
Welcome to this new Warframe video, featuring Khora, the Whip of Doom. This loadout that I will be showing you is Rivenless, so for those players who don't have Rivens for stat stick, this build is for you. So without further ado, let's get started. We will have two builds for our lovely Khora. The first one is the standard build, and the other one will be the Helminth build. For our standard build, we will use Brief Respite that converts the energy used into shields, which can be used to abuse shield gating. You can run any mod you like in the Exiles slot, but I prefer Vigilant Pursuit for the enemy radar. I am using Primed Flow for the mana pool. You can also use Flow if you don't have the Primed Flow. Streamline and Fleeting Expertise for the energy efficiency. Overextended and Stretch for the ability range. Primed Continuity for the ability duration to counteract the negative duration we got from the Fleeting Expertise mod. You can use the normal continuity if you don't have the primed continuity. Next is the Rolling Guard, which gives us invulnerability and removes debuffs after performing a roll which has an 8 seconds cooldown. This will add on Khora'S survivability. Lastly, I am using the Accumulating Whip Claw Augment, which gives additional damage to Khora'S Whip Claw. In the Arcanes, you can use any arcane you want, but I recommend running Arcane Fury to boost the damage of your Whip Claw. Next is the Helminth build. I am using Gara's Spectro Rage in replace with Khora'S third ability. You will still have your pet Venari even if you replaced your Khora'S third ability. This build is almost the same with the standard build. The only difference is that I replace the Fleeting Expertise with the Spectro Siphon Augment, which gives you energy orbs when killing enemies inside the Spectro Rage. Next will be the Stat Stick. Khora'S Whip Claw benefits from the mods placed in your melee weapon. It benefits from critical chance, critical damage, raw damage and elemental mods. You can use any melee weapon as your stat stick except for those combo pausing weapons like the Zoris. In this loadout I am using the Ninkondi Prime as my stat stick. And for the build, I am using Sacrificial Steel and Blood Rush for the critical chance, Organ Shatter and Gladiator Might for the critical damage, Voltaic Strike for the electricity damage and Fever Strike for the toxin damage which forms corrosive damage, Primed Pressure Point and Spoiled Strike for the raw damage. Make sure to plug in the maxed Arcane Dexterity in your primary and secondary weapons. These arcanes gives 7.5 seconds of combo duration. Having these arcane on both of the primary and secondary will give you a total of 15 seconds of combo duration. If you don't have these arcanes, you can replace the Gladiator Might mod in your melee weapon with the Body Count mod, which gives you 12 seconds of combo duration. For my Venari build, I put some survivability mods like Link Health and Pack Leader, Fetch for gathering resources and Primed Animal Instinct for the loot radar and enemy radar. After following those steps you will now be able to whip your enemies to death. That's all for this video and thanks for watching.